Hi guys, this morning we're going to make pastry cream, the classic filling used in cakes, pies, and pastries. Something that once you start making on your own, you will never buy boxed vanilla pudding again. So let's get started. Okay, so in order to make our pastry cream, we need some basic pantry items that everybody should have in the house. We have 2 cups of milk, a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, a quarter of a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of granulated sugar, a quarter of a cup of cornstarch, 1 whole egg, 2 egg yolks, as well as 2 tablespoons of butter. To begin now, we're going to add 2 cups of milk into a saucepan, a heavy bottom saucepan, with the quarter of a cup of sugar. I'm going to whisk that well. Then we're going to put it onto the heat, on medium heat, bringing it up just to a boil. Okay, while the milk is now on the stove, coming to a boil, we are going to combine 2 egg yolks, as well as the whole egg. And we're going to start whisking them until well combined. Once well combined, we are now going to add the quarter of a cup of cornstarch, as well as the remaining third of a cup of sugar, and whisk that until well combined. Okay, as you can see, it is now well combined. We're going to set this off to the side, and we're going to wait for that milk to come up to a boil. Okay guys, so our milk has come to a boil. Now what we're going to do is we need to temper these eggs. Last thing we want to do is make scrambled eggs. So we're going to add a little bit of the hot liquid slowly to the egg mixture to bring the eggs up to temperature. And then once we get the eggs up to temperature, we're going to incorporate them back into the pot of the milk mixture. And as you can see, I'm just putting a few drops in at a time, not to make scrambled eggs. Once you get about 2 ladlefuls of milk incorporated into the eggs, maybe 3, then we're going to turn around and we're going to pour these eggs, as I said, into the milk mixture. And you can see how the eggs now are just taking in the milk and they're not starting to curdle. It's still staying nice and liquid. So now we're going to take this and pour this right into the milk. Now we're going to put the milk back on the heat. And we're going to put our custard back on the heat, or our pastry cream, and bring it up to a boil. So just wait 1 moment and we'll be right back. Okay, so we've been on the heat for about 2 minutes now. And you can see how thick this custard has gotten, or this pastry cream has gotten. So I'm going to turn off the heat. Next, we're going to add in the 2 tablespoons of butter, the pinch of kosher salt, and the teaspoon of vanilla extract. And please use real vanilla extract. Don't use the imitation vanilla. There is a world of difference between the two. Going to whisk this together until it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to take this off the burner, and we are going to pass it through a sieve to get out any chunks that may have formed in the cooking process. So to strain out the pastry cream, I have a medium-sized bowl. I'm going to put on my strainer. Let me grab a silicone scraper. And I'm going to take the pastry cream and I'm going to pass it through the strainer. Now it may take a little work to get it through because it is extremely thick, but it's going to separate any of the big solids that may have occurred from any milk that may have actually curdled, or any cornstarch that didn't dissolve properly into the milk. So this will take just a few moments to work through. But as we're doing that, you can see what's coming out on the other side is beautifully creamy and smooth. Now, as you can see, the pastry cream has been strained, and how thick and beautiful this is. We're going to transfer it into a smaller bowl, one that's going to be good to put into the refrigerator because now this has to sit and cool for several hours to get nice and chilled. So we're going to put that into a small bowl. Make sure you get every last drop out of that bowl. You don't want to waste any. To ensure skin does not form on the top, you're going to cover it with plastic wrap and push the plastic wrap right onto the top of the pastry cream. Perfect. Now this container is one of my snapwares, which I love. I'll put the lid on, snap it closed, pop this in the refrigerator, and we could use this for a number of different things. I'm going to use this actually later today to make cream puffs. So I will talk to you later. Have a great day, guys.